Let me ask you something. If you could only own one watch, just one, what would it be? Not your flashiest piece, not your grail, but the one you can wear every single day, to work, to the gym, on a date, even on a weekend adventure. That's what we call an EDC watch, everyday carry. Now here's the problem. The market is absolutely flooded. From $50 beaters to $5,000 icons, everyone claims their watch is the perfect daily companion, but very few actually earn that title. So today I've done the hard work for you. I'm breaking down the 10 best EDC watches across all budgets, from affordable legends to serious enthusiast picks, based on real-world wearability, durability, versatility, and long-term value. And trust me, some of these picks might surprise you. If you're into watches, EDC gear, or just want to make smarter buying decisions, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe, and let's get into it. Ranked 10th, Casio F91W. Let's kick things off with something that might seem almost too simple to be on this list. But if you've been around watches long enough, you know exactly why it belongs here. The Casio F91W isn't trying to be luxurious or flashy, but after a few days on the wrist, you realize this is pure EDC perfection in its simplest form. The appeal is immediate. This is a watch you never have to think about. You grab it, wear it, and go. No worrying about scratches, no maintenance stress, no hesitation taking it anywhere. From workouts to rainy commutes or travel, it just works quietly and consistently in the background. The resin case is lightweight and extremely comfortable, almost weightless, but still tough enough for daily abuse. Its slim profile makes it easy to wear with anything, sliding under sleeves without effort, whether you're dressed casually or on the move all day. The digital display is classic Casio, clean, simple, and easy to read at a glance. You get all the essentials: time, date, alarm, stopwatch, and that iconic backlight. Not the brightest, but reliable and oddly nostalgic. Inside is a quartz movement known for reliability and accuracy, with a battery life of around 7 years. You can practically forget about it, and it'll still keep perfect time without needing attention. Price sits between $15 and $25, which makes the value almost unbeatable in today's market. As an EDC watch, this is all about freedom. No stress, no overthinking, just a tool that does its job every single day, no matter where you take it. Rank 9th, Timex Weekender. Stepping things up slightly, we've got a watch that proves you don't need to spend big to look good every single day. The Timex Weekender is one of those rare pieces that blends simplicity, versatility, and style in a way that just works, no matter the situation. It's the kind of watch you can throw on without thinking and still feel completely put together. Right away, what makes this watch stand out is its clean, timeless design. The case usually comes in around 38 to 40 millimeters, which is pretty much the sweet spot for an everyday watch. It wears comfortably on most wrists and has a slim profile that doesn't get in the way. The dial is minimal and highly legible, often featuring full Arabic numerals and a clean layout that's easy to read at a glance. And then there's the Indiglo backlight, something Timex has absolutely mastered. In low light, it lights up the entire dial evenly, making it one of the most practical features you can have on an EDC watch. Inside, you've got a quartz movement, simple, reliable, and low maintenance. It's not about mechanical romance here. It's about consistency and ease of use. But the real magic of the Weekender lies in its versatility. Thanks to its quick-release strap system, you can swap out straps in seconds. NATO, leather, canvas, you can completely change the look of the watch depending on your outfit or mood. It's basically multiple watches in one. Price typically ranges from $40 to $70, making it incredibly accessible. As an EDC watch, the Weekender is all about adaptability. It's casual enough for daily wear, but with the right strap, it can easily lean more refined. It's lightweight, stylish, and effortlessly practical, which is exactly what you want in something you wear every day. Ranked 8th, Seiko 5 Sports. Now we step into the world of automatic watches, and this is where things start to feel a lot more watch enthusiast. The Seiko 5 Sports is often the first real mechanical watch people fall in love with, and for good reason. It delivers that classic dive-inspired look, solid build quality, and genuine horology, all at a very approachable price point. Right from the start, it has presence. The stainless steel case feels sturdy and well-made, typically sitting around 40 to 42 millimeters, which gives it a sporty but still wearable profile for everyday use. It's robust enough to handle daily knocks while still being comfortable on the wrist. The dial is where Seiko really shines. You get a wide range of styles, sunburst finishes, matte textures, bold colors, but all of them share one thing: excellent legibility. The hands and indices are coated with Seiko's signature lume, which is bright, long-lasting, and incredibly useful in low light. Inside, you've got Seiko's in-house automatic movement. It's not the most precise out of the box, but that's not really the point. It's reliable, durable, and gives you that satisfying mechanical feel. Powered by your own wrist movement. No battery, just pure watchmaking fundamentals. Price usually ranges from $200 to $350, depending on the model. As an EDC watch, the Seiko 5 Sports hits a sweet spot. It's tough enough for daily wear, interesting enough for enthusiasts, and versatile enough to pair with almost anything. This is where practicality meets passion, and that's what makes it special. Ranked 7th, Citizen EcoDrive Promaster Diver. Now we're stepping into true tool watch territory. Something built not just for everyday wear, but for real-world abuse. The Citizen EcoDrive Promaster Diver is one of those watches that instantly gives you confidence the moment you put it on. It's bold, purposeful, and designed to handle far more than most people will ever throw at it. The opening impression is simple. This watch feels ready. The case is solid and substantial, typically around 44 millimeters, with a rugged design that prioritizes function over flash. You get a screw-down crown, a unidirectional dive bezel, and a construction that feels built for long-term durability. The dial is all about legibility. Large indices, strong contrast, and generous lume make it incredibly easy to read in any condition, whether you're underwater, outdoors, or just checking the time at night. And the lume here is excellent. Bright, long-lasting, and very reliable when you need it most. Inside is where Citizen really separates itself. The EcoDrive movement is solar-powered, meaning it charges from any light source. No battery changes, no winding, just consistent, worry-free performance. It's one of the most practical movements you can have in an EDC watch. Price usually falls between $250 and $400. As an everyday watch, this is built for people who value reliability above everything else. You can swim, hike, travel, or wear it daily without giving it a second thought. It's not trying to be subtle, it's trying to be dependable, and it absolutely delivers on that promise. Ranked 6th, Hamilton Khaki Field Quartz. Now we move into a category where heritage and everyday practicality come together in a very clean, refined way. The Hamilton Khaki Field Quartz is a watch that doesn't try to impress loudly, but the more you wear it, the more you appreciate just how well it's put together and how effortlessly it fits into daily life. The first thing you notice is the balance. The case, typically around 38 millimeters, hits that perfect sweet spot for an EDC watch. It's compact, lightweight, and incredibly comfortable, with a brushed steel finish that gives it a subtle, tool-like feel without ever looking rough or overbuilt. It wears easily all day without fatigue. The dial is classic field watch design, simple, highly legible, and purpose-driven. Bold Arabic numerals, a clear, minute track, and often a 24-hour inner ring make it easy to read at a glance. There's no clutter here, just clean, functional design that works whether you're in the office or outdoors. Inside, you've got a quartz movement, which fits the EDC concept perfectly. It's accurate, low maintenance, and you don't have to think about winding or resetting it constantly. You just put it on and go day after day. Price usually sits between $400 and $600. What makes this such a strong everyday watch is its versatility. It's rugged enough for daily wear, but refined enough to pair with a button-up shirt or even a light jacket. Swap the strap from nylon to leather, and it completely shifts character. As an EDC piece, the Khaki Field Quartz is all about quiet confidence. It's reliable, comfortable, and effortlessly adaptable. Exactly what you want in a watch you can wear every single day. Ranked 5th, Tissot PRX Quartz. Now we step into a category where design really starts to take center stage, without sacrificing everyday practicality. The Tissot PRX Quartz is one of those watches that instantly feels special the moment you put it on. It has that distinctive integrated bracelet design, a slim profile, and a retro-modern aesthetic that stands out without trying too hard. The opening impression is all about refinement. The case is beautifully finished with a mix of brushed and polished surfaces, giving it a level of detail you don't usually expect at this price point. At around 40 millimeters and very thin, it sits comfortably on the wrist and slides easily under a cuff, making it ideal for everyday wear, especially in more refined settings where proportions really matter. The dial is where it really shines. Whether you go for a sunburst finish or a more textured option, it adds depth and character without losing legibility. Clean indices, sharp hands, and balanced proportions make it both stylish and practical, striking a great balance between elegance and usability. Inside, you've got a quartz movement, accurate, reliable, and completely hassle-free. No winding, no adjustment headaches, just consistent performance day in and day out. Price typically ranges from $400 to $600. As an EDC watch, the PRX is perfect for someone who values aesthetics just as much as function. It leans slightly more toward urban and office environments, but it's versatile enough to handle daily life with ease. You can dress it up, dress it down, and it always looks intentional. This is a watch that proves you don't need to go luxury to get that premium feel. And that's exactly why it earns its spot here, especially for those who want style without sacrificing everyday usability. Ranked 4th, Seiko Prospex Turtle. Now we're getting into serious tool watch territory, but with a lot more personality. The Seiko Prospex Turtle is one of those watches that you instantly recognize on the wrist. It doesn't try to be sharp or flashy. It leans into its unique, cushion-shaped case and delivers a look that's both iconic and functional. Right from the start, the case design is what sets it apart. The rounded turtle shape wears much better than its size suggests, sitting comfortably and securely on the wrist. It has presence, but it's not overwhelming, and that balance is key for an EDC watch. Build quality is exactly what you'd expect from Seiko's Prospex line. Solid stainless steel, screw-down crown positioned at 4 o'clock for added comfort, a unidirectional bezel, and 200 meters water resistance. This is a proper dive watch, not just a design statement. The dial is classic Seiko, bold, highly legible, and purpose-driven. Large indices, strong contrast, and Seiko's legendary lume make it incredibly easy to read in any condition. Whether it's daytime or complete darkness, this watch performs. Inside, you've got a reliable automatic movement. It's not about perfect precision, it's about durability and consistency. These movements are known for being tough and dependable, which is exactly what you want in a daily watch. Price usually falls between $400 and $700. As an EDC watch, the Turtle brings something special. It's not just functional, it has personality. It's rugged, comfortable, and built for real life, while still being distinctive enough to stand out on the wrist. Ranked 3rd, Tudor Black Bay 36. Now we step into a space where everyday practicality meets true luxury refinement. The Tudor Black Bay 36 is one of those rare watches that does everything well, without overcomplicating anything. It's clean, balanced, and incredibly versatile, making it one of the strongest all-around EDC options in this category. The first thing you notice is the proportions. At 36 millimeters, this watch hits that classic sweet spot, compact, comfortable, and timeless. It wears effortlessly on almost any wrist and works in nearly every setting, from casual to formal, without ever feeling too small or too large. The case finishing is excellent, with a mix of brushed and polished surfaces that give it a premium feel without being flashy. It's robust enough for daily wear, but refined enough to feel like a proper luxury piece you can rely on long-term. The dial is simple and purposeful. Clean layout, strong lume, and those signature snowflake hands that Tudor is known for. It's easy to read, well-balanced, and never feels cluttered, which is exactly what you want in an everyday watch. Inside, you get a high-quality automatic movement, reliable, accurate, and built for consistent daily performance. It's the kind of movement you can trust without overthinking it. Price typically ranges from $3,000 to $4,000. As an EDC watch, this is where everything comes together. You can wear it to the office on the weekend, while traveling, or even dressed up, and it never feels out of place. This is luxury done right, understated, capable, and incredibly wearable every single day. Ranked second, Rolex Explorer. Now we're stepping into a category where simplicity reaches its highest level, and almost no one does it better than this. The Rolex Explorer is the definition of a purpose-built everyday watch. No unnecessary complications, no flashy design, just pure function, refined over decades into something incredibly dependable. The first thing you notice is how perfectly balanced it feels. The case, typically around 36 to 40 millimeters, wears comfortably on almost any wrist. It's not too big, not too small, just right for daily wear in any situation, whether you're moving around all day or sitting at a desk. The case construction is classic Rolex, oyster steel, incredibly durable, with a screw-down crown and solid water resistance. This is a watch you can genuinely rely on every single day, whether you're in the city, traveling, or out in more demanding environments. The dial is as clean as it gets. The iconic 369 layout, bold markers, and excellent lume make it extremely easy to read at a glance. There's nothing extra here. Everything serves a purpose, and that clarity is what makes it so effective as an EDC piece. Inside, you've got one of Rolex's most reliable automatic movements, highly accurate, extremely robust, and built to last for decades with proper care. It's the kind of movement you never have to second-guess or constantly adjust. Price typically ranges from $6,000 to $8,000. As an EDC watch, this is about clarity and confidence. You can wear it anywhere: work, travel, casual settings, even dressed up, and it never feels out of place. This is simplicity perfected, refined, durable, and built for real life. And that's exactly why it earns the number 2 spot. In first place, Grand Seiko SBGA211 Snowflake. And for the number 1 spot, we're going with something that quietly redefines what an everyday watch can be, without relying on hype or branding. The Grand Seiko SBGA211 Snowflake is a watch that wins you over the longer you wear it. It's not loud, it's not flashy, but in terms of craftsmanship and daily usability, it's on another level. The first thing you notice is how incredibly light and comfortable it feels. The case is made from high-intensity titanium, which makes it significantly lighter than steel while still being extremely durable. At around 41 millimeters, it wears beautifully on the wrist and disappears after a few minutes of wear. The dial is where this watch becomes something special. Inspired by freshly fallen snow in Japan, the texture is subtle but mesmerizing. In different lighting, it shifts and comes alive, yet remains clean and highly legible. It's one of those dials you don't get tired of looking at. Inside, you've got Grand Seiko's spring drive movement, and this is where things get truly unique. It combines the precision of quartz with the soul of a mechanical watch, resulting in incredible accuracy and that signature, smooth gliding seconds hand. No ticking, just a continuous sweep. Price typically ranges from $5,000 to $7,000. As an EDC watch, this is about refinement without compromise. It's durable, comfortable, highly accurate, and versatile enough to wear in almost any situation, from daily work to more formal settings. This isn't just a great everyday watch. It's a watch that you grow into. Subtle, precise, and beautifully executed, and that's what makes it number 1. So there you have it, 10 of the best EDC watches across every budget. From something as simple and unstoppable as a Casio, all the way up to refined pieces like Grand Seiko, Rolex, and Omega, each of these watches brings something different to the table. And that's really the key point here. Because at the end of the day, the best EDC watch isn't about the price. It's about how well it fits your life. Maybe you want something you never have to worry about. Maybe you want a piece with heritage and mechanical soul, or maybe you just want a watch that looks great no matter where you go. That's what makes this category so interesting and honestly, so addictive. So now I want to hear from you. What's your current everyday watch? And if you had to pick just one, what would it be? If you enjoyed this video or found it helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. It really helps the channel grow and lets me keep making more content like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.